funniest comedians out here, but I got to do it to your ass and I'll be looking like an extra in the Shawshank Redemption movie. You got that same hairstyle as dude from Tales from the Hood at the end of the movie. You look like El Chapo's second cousin El Gato like shit. You look like Claude and Ray from Life like shit. Old Sherman Hemsley looking ass, boy. Moving on up like shit, boy. You got the motherfucking jailhouse tattoos, look like a toddler colored in between the lines on them shit. I'm just straight looking like a skinny ass Tootsie Williams. Boy, take your ass in the house.
You never been up this high before? You gotta feel like an astronaut. Space.
All right, we are live. This is Another Phunni Podcast, episode 1. I am your host, Big Lee.
Yes.
This is my co-host.
I am Naila with an E, but you can call me Nai.
This is September 25th, 2022. Naila, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited about our first episode. I'm excited about the drop. I had a great weekend. What about you? How you feeling? How you doing?
I'm feeling great, man. The Eagles are 3-0. We just got a great division win against the Commanders. So we sitting at the top of the division. Super happy right now, you know.
Okay.
If you can't tell, I got on my gear.
I see.
First episode. It's been a pretty good Sunday.
Yeah, it is.
Could be doing better in fantasy football, but we'll worry about that later. You know, we got a jam-packed show today. Some hot topics, some new music that's out right now that we've been playing. You know, some stuff I can't stop listening to in the gym. Some music getting me through my workouts and stuff. Kicking off the show with our main topic though. Super Bowl champion, 3-time NFL MVP, NFL Hall of Famer Bret Favre has been caught stealing money from the Mississippi welfare program, man. Former governor of Mississippi, Phil Bryant, helped Favre secure millions of dollars for Southern Miss's volleyball gym. His daughter played the sport at that school at that time. Recent text messages show that Favre knew that the money he was receiving was coming from the welfare program, and he still took the money, even though he didn't even do the speeches that he was supposed to do to receive the money. Mississippi is the poorest state in the country right now. They're also facing a water crisis. We covered that in one of our pilot episodes. Nah, do you think Bret Favre should be punished for this? If so, what do you think his punishment should be?
I absolutely think he should be punished, and I think he needs to be punished to the full extent of the law. Like, he needs to be stripped of those titles, that MVP stat. If they strip it all, and then see if they need to get that money back, because that's just a different level of nastiness to be able to do that to your hometown, the home state that you're from. Take money out of, and you know it's coming from the welfare office. You know where it's coming from. You know what the money is for. And you realistically could have used your own money to build that gym for your daughter if you really, really wanted to. Like, as much money as he's made with the NFL, that I'm sure he's still making
over
$100
million with the NFL, and that's just off an NFL contract. That's not off of endorsements.
Exactly, like
everything else.
This is sickening to me. And like, think about if you think about it. And I don't know how the state of Mississippi is set up with their offices and allocations and everything, but who's to say that money couldn't help Mississippi avoid the water crisis that they're in now?
Right.
It's just a whole different level of just trifling, honestly. And he deserves, jail time, even jail time, because that's fraud. That's fraud.
It's definitely fraud. I feel like they said the FBI has asked him questions. No charges have been filed yet, but I mean, they still can and possibly will file charges. I think he should be charges should be pressed against him. I think he should be stripped of his NFL Hall of Fame, induction or whatever. I think, like, throw the book at him, man. It's actually insane to me. Like, every day I start finding out more and more about the situation. Like, it's other people that was involved with it that, like, besides Bret Favre, and I'm like, yo, this is just.
It's trifling.
It really
it's
is
trifling
trifling.
for
It's
real.
still from the poorest people, literally in the country, man. The poorest people in the poorest state, and to take the
Man.
money for a volleyball gym to not
Right.
even
Like,
come,
what? Are
like a
you
volleyball gym. Like, man, you could have, you know what I'm saying? That money could have fed a lot of people, could have fed a lot of poor
exactly?
kids.
Could have
And then
housed a lot of people.
could have
Like,
housed a lot of people, yeah, and you
come
used it
on.
to build a volleyball gym. They should let some poor people sleep in the volleyball gym or something to that sort. Like they gotta turn the
Oh no.
volleyball gym into a shelter now or something, bro. Like something
Hey,
crazy gotta happen.
I wouldn't
Turn
be
that
mad
joint
at
into a
that.
shelter or build it into a
Hey,
school, or they got
something.
a food handout spot or something like that.
I wouldn't be mad at that, but it's just because what do you even like? I understand wanting to spoil your kid and do things for your child. I get it, but if
You
your
got
daughter
money
is
to do
not,
it.
yes, you one, you got the money to do it. Two, if she's at college, that means eventually she's gonna graduate, and that building is still gonna be there. And it's not like you're gonna take back the money and have the building demolished after she graduates. So what was the fuck? What was the purpose?
Southern
What
Miss
was?
ain't a cheap school either. It
No,
ain't.
it's not. No, it's
I mean, he's
not.
from there, so maybe he paying in state. I don't know, but even I don't. I still don't. That shit ain't cheap, man. Southern
They
Miss ain't a
probably
cheap
paying in
school.
state, and it, man, I know they
It's,
probably gave her a couple breaks because her daddy Bret Favre, but
yeah, I don't.
ah,
It's this is crazy to me.
it's sticky.
Got to do something with Brett in this situation, man. So
Something has to happen because if nothing, the fact that you said there's no files charged, there's nothing.
not
I
yet.
mean, no charges filed. Nothing has been.
Stuff is still coming out. Like I think the text messages just came out this week or so. You know what I'm saying? So it's like stuff is still coming out.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they will press some charges now. If they go through or not, I don't
I
know.
need them to
Because
press
Bret Favre, I'm
charges.
sure he got a real good lawyer. I don't know if the charges will
Oh,
stand up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure he got a good lawyer, but ain't no way you can't avoid that because
This
especially if there's
federal though, this
text
the FBI.
messages.
So
Right,
the
but there's
FBI
text
got better lawyers.
messages. But there
It's
was
messages.
it's messages showing that you knew what you was doing and you knew it was wrong, and you was asking. And the messages, he's like asking, "Oh, are you sure this can't come back to me? Are you sure
Yeah,
nobody's ever gonna find out?" Like you knew,
people found out.
you knew, you found
People
out,
found out.
you caught, you
People
caught.
found out, man.
Ah,
Oh man.
sick.
So what you got, man?
Okay. Now this one I was a little bit excited to talk about. I know we heard a few weeks ago that Nigeria had this ban on white models, and that's not exactly true. But Nigeria's Federal Ministry of Information and Culture announced on August 23rd that starting October 1st, this is when it goes into effect, they will be banning the use of all foreign models and voiceover artists for advertisements. So all the whole modeling industry, all of that is not only just white models, but also people of color, but anybody that's not from Nigeria directly. And so it said that, the purpose of the ban is to better develop local talent and artists and and models and give them more opportunities as well as stimulate the growth of the Nigerian advertising agency and boost their economic growth. And I'm not I'm not crazy. I'm not mad at it. But what do you think? What do
No,
you think?
I'm not mad at it at all. That's a perfect way to build your economy is to keep all of your entertainment like that in house. You know what I'm saying? Like if
Yeah.
you know that
Yeah.
if you know that you got models that's getting stole from your country and
Mhm.
going places, if you keep them in house, for sure. You know what I'm saying? All that money comes right back to you. So, and also it looks good for yourself to turn on the TV and see people that look like you on
Mhm.
the TV screen, or to walk down
Yes.
the street and see advertisements of people
Yeah.
that look like you, or
Yeah.
to go in the store and pick up a magazine and see advertisements that look like you.
Mhm.
Um, it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
Eh,
I believe Lagos is the one of the richest cities in Africa.
Oh, for sure.
If I'm not mistaken. So in Nigeria. So yeah, man, big ups to them. We should do more stuff like that on our black platforms over here. BET, you feel me?
Yeah,
All of that.
BT. That's not gonna happen. But I
Not black
am.
owned.
It's not. It used to be, but it's not. But I
Yeah.
am I am happy that Nigeria did that, only just for the fact of representation, because representation matters. Like
Sure.
looking at an ad and seeing another black person, another African person, another Nigerian person on the screen, Lord knows what that's going to do for all these young kids that are out there, people in general that just want to see themselves being represented on TV, in media, in the stuff that you're selling to me. You're selling this to me as in an advertisement. So why not use people of my color, of my nationality, if you're trying to reach me?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. You know, like you said, representation matters. So when you
It
see
does.
yourself on that screen, you know, you know that you look good when you see people
Yeah.
like you. You
It
know, it's
makes you proud. You feel so proud. There's I can't even describe that feeling, but you feel so proud seeing yourself and people that look like you
right,
on the
because it's
screen.
like when you go to these ads, you're looking for beauty. So you
Yes.
want to see beauty look like
Mhm.
you. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
you don't want to go there looking for beauty and see something that don't look like you at all. See something that's
True.
polar opposite, completely opposite from you. So
Yeah.
yeah, shout out to Nigeria for that, man. Black folks,
For
look into
real.
this. We should look into this
We should.
in our own community. I know growing up, my mom used to do like things like encourage me to watch to root for the black characters, or even now when my grandmother watched Family Feud, she always all she want to do is root for the black family and the joint or whatever. My sister growing up, she got all black dolls or whatever, but
Yes, yes, I
yeah,
love it.
representation definitely matters and shit.
Oh, it
We need to keep
absolutely
that. We need to
matters.
keep that going. If we had
Yeah.
some, if we had that, we wouldn't have this situation with Erica Banks wilding out
Man.
on video live. I don't know what's going on. I heard that the video got leaked, but from one of her friends, but it looked kind of like it was from her live or something. If it was from her live, IG should have shut that joint down while like mid sentence, because she was on video saying that I had to get a list of things that she don't allow with her
Mm.
at the club. So if you go to the club with Erica Banks, you can't you
I'ma count it off. Let's go.
all right,
I'ma
in order
count
to
it
go to
off
the
for
club with
you.
Erica Banks, you if you ain't thick enough, you can't go. That's the
Ain't thick
first thing.
enough.
I
Uh-huh.
don't know what the level of thickness is, like what
Right.
size
You
pants you
choosing.
gotta wear. Is
I
it the waist? Y'all go by the way. Like I don't know what
it's
waist size you gotta have.
ass and thighs. I don't know, but it depends on who you ask. I honestly think it depends on who you ask, because
Thickness is question. Let me put a question mark by the thickness.
thickness is
Thick
questionable.
enough?
Because
Question
what
mark.
determines thick enough? What?
I don't know. I don't
Mm,
know. I
mm,
don't know. You know what I'm saying? But also,
curious.
you got to have your hair did. That's
Yes.
pretty subjective too. Because what
I
is hair did? I don't know
Well,
what
if you're
that is.
going to the club, that most women know, but at the same time, that's
Is
all right.
that
That's number
weave?
two
Is
on the
that
list.
like is natural hair did? Is that weave?
I
Like
think she just
is that
saying in general, just
is
as
it a
long as
wig?
it's
Oh, so
done.
any type of hair. All right,
But
hair did is
I
cool.
don't know. I don't know. I can't interpret it. This is the way I'm thinking of it, but she could mean
It's all
wig
pretty
or
shallow to
whatever.
me.
It
You
is
all
very shallow.
if you can't dress, a lot of these things are so subjective.
Can't
That's why it's
dress.
so jello. Can't dress is strike number
Mhm.
3. Now, do you have to have designer stuff on, or
Right.
what is? I got questions there
Or
too.
can you fleek some Marshall stuff? Like what do you cuz to me
Marshall's
being
nigga.
able to dress
I'm a Marshall's
means look,
nigga.
Marshall's got it. So that's why I said being able to dress to me and fashion to me is being able to put anything together from anywhere. It don't mean necessarily designer like labels and name brands and name dropping. That has nothing to do with fashion and what it means to dress to me. But
Fact.
when it comes to what she's saying, I think she's talking about name brand stuff. She don't. Yeah, go
Now,
ahead.
all of these things only matter. Oh, the last part is you can't be too skinny. I think that
Mm,
so somewhere between thick enough and not too skinny,
that's
you got to
4.
be. But all of these things only matter if you're going to the club, though. You see, you can
Yes,
go to the listening party with her, and none of these things matter, and you can go to the cookout with her, and none of these things matter.
but
But
not the
for the
club.
club, you have to be thick enough. Your hair got to be did. You got to be able to dress, and you can't be too skinny. Now, I don't know what the qualifications are for the women that you hang out with, Naila, or whatever. Um, but let me know. Are these some of your qualifications, or what's
No.
happening here?
No, I mean, I'm really not a club person like that anyway, but as just to be friends with me, like just be a real person. I prefer genuine people. If you genuine and we vibe and I support you and you support me and we're meshing, I fuck with that. But as far as the whole thing, I don't really necessarily look at that as far as going out. My thing when I go out with somebody or with groups of people, the first thing I'm thinking is, am I gonna be safe around you? Are you gonna be wilding out? Are you not gonna be able to hold your liquor? Are you gonna put us in situations? Are you gonna leave me while we're out? Potentially, are you gonna put me in any position? Can I trust you? Can I be around you and trust you? That's what I look at as far as going out. Because, like I said, I'm not really a club person like that, but I prefer to be surrounded with a group of people that I vibe with and that like I hold near and dear to me than a group of people that maybe look good, got BBO or like thick as shit and dress well, but there's no vibe, there's no nothing, and they just anything. I can't I can't describe I can't do my
Yeah.
life like that. I can't live my life like that.
I don't have enough friends to separate into categories like that to have friends to go to the club with and
It's not
friends to
funny.
go to cookouts with. So if we
Not
can't do both
funny.
events, then I probably don't want to have you as
Facts.
a friend.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I guess it would be nice to have that many friends to say, oh yeah, these are my cookout friends, these are my club friends. But
Not cookout
a
friends.
nigga like me don't have it
Uh,
like that, and that's unfortunate. I think she shouldn't be so shallow. To be
mhm.
honest, I didn't know who Erica Banks was before this. She makes music. Not to, say that anything bad about her music. I just wasn't hip. Somebody could hit me to that new Erica Banks. Drop that in the comment section, and I will listen to that. I promise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's what we talking about next is
We
some new
open to new
music.
music.
You
Oh
feel me?
yes.
Are we gonna kick off the
Yes.
first episode with some new music that we've been banging? One thing that I've been
Yes.
banging in the gym definitely gets me through my workout is God Did. DJ Khaled. Hove got a verse on that joint. I mean, people hyping it up like it's one of his best verses. I ain't gonna say all of that. But it's definitely a verse. Like he's spitting some facts on that joint.
Okay.
I
Okay.
got Brent Fayez on my list for the late night move. When I have a
Brent,
little
yeah.
joint, slide through the crib, you can always
Brent
throw on
on all
that
my playlists
waistline.
for that. He
You
he on
know,
my little sexy time playlist for sure.
sure. And Ari
For
Lennox
sure.
joint I got a few of her
Oh,
joints on off of her new album, Age, Sex, Location
yes.
on my slow jams list too, banging that joint when women come over. What you listening to now? What you got? What you
See,
been
nah,
playing lately?
it's definitely the Ari Lennox for me, for sure. I've been loving me some art. That new album, because I've been waiting on it too, because I'm a real big Ari Lennox fan. I've
First
been
album
waiting
was
on that
fire.
album.
First album was
Yes.
fire.
Yes. I've been waiting on that joint. She did not disappoint. So I'm happy about that. The Brent Fayez album is super fire. Super,
Yeah.
super, super fire. There was a couple other I haven't listened to the Meg album yet, but I heard it dropped and I heard it's bomb. And so that's the next step for me to listen to. I got a
Yeah.
couple things in the queue. I've listened to some of DJ Khaled's album, and it's up. Some of it's dope. Some of it's dope, but I've
He got
heard
some
mixed
joints
reviews.
on there.
I've heard some people that kind of hated it a little bit, that were not exactly fans.
I'm not.
Uh,
I'm not a huge fan of Khaled, but it's one of his best albums that I heard from him in a long time. You feel me? I also like the joint on there with Migos. He sampled Eddie Murphy "Party All the Time"
oh
with that
snap!
joint, so that was a nice little throwback sample in that joint. It's a solid album. I think it's alright. It's okay.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
it's alright. Yeah, it's definitely some bangers on there. Um, Brent, the feature that he got with Alicia Keys, one of my
Ooh,
favorite joints on his album.
ooh, that Great Gatsby, that Black Gatsby. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
bro.
I
That joint
love
is
that.
fire.
Hmm.
I found out that he was independent. Like that's dope
Yeah.
to put out an album that's good. I think that joint went #1 when it first came out,
But the thing is,
independent.
he been doing it for a minute too. He's been having. I
That's
didn't
that
know.
grind, bro. That's that independent
Yeah,
grind, bro. And I like it. I
yeah.
like to
Cause
see
he
it. I
been.
like to see it. And he local too. DMV versus everybody. DMV
Right.
stand up. You know what I'm
Turn
saying?
up.
My man from the DMV from Columbia, Maryland. Shout out Columbia. I was born in Columbia. Shout out Columbia.
Hey.
We out there.
Nah, I love
um,
that.
yeah.
I love it.
Anything else you've
Nah,
been listening to?
I haven't heard the Baby album, and I don't know if I will. But people been paying attention to it because he put out some stuff about Meg and Toy Lanes, and I don't like that fact that you just kind of, because I feel like he fizzling out. I feel like people not really paying attention no more. They see him, all the crazy stuff he's been doing. He's been assaulting people, killing people. He just not a good person, really. I don't know him personally, but the stuff I've seen is like, ooh, honey, no, what are you doing?
Right.
So I think people been slowly getting up off of him. But what I will say is I think it's especially grimy for you to name drop Megan the Stallion talking about, oh, I hit. And I think it's just to get you some more attention that you don't have right now.
Yeah, clearly that move was for promotion for his album. That's what makes it
Whack.
corny. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it super corny. I think I didn't listen to the Baby album. I haven't listened to anything from the Baby since Baby on Baby. I ain't gonna lie, I'm
True.
out of touch with a lot of the new music, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. But that was a corny move from him. So yeah, I might turn on the album though just to listen to it. I don't know. I heard it maybe was all right. We'll see.
Oh no.
It's not on my watch list to be honest.
Nah. Oh, Willow Smith dropped some new music.
Oh,
I love her music. I do.
definitely a
I
fan of
do.
her. Definitely a fan of her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna search for that.
Yeah.
Definitely a fan of hers. Trying to think anything else that I've been that I had on play. I can't think of nothing for real off of hand. I've been playing a lot of oldies lately, man. You know, just
Yeah.
grooving.
Yeah.
The fall time is coming. We got under 50 degrees here this week for the first time.
Oh,
This week,
wait.
yeah, a couple mornings woke up, it was like 48, 49 degrees outside.
Nah, it's been
Yeah.
getting cold in Atlanta in the morning time, but it's throughout the day it's been hot. I don't see it getting cold probably to the middle, maybe the end of October.
Yeah,
It's
pulled out my light jacket, you know. It's been a
dang.
little chilly in the morning. It's supposed to drop back down by the end of the week too, but it's October, it's fall time, the days are getting shorter, you know.
Yeah, they are.
Had to bring my
Yeah.
plants inside, as you can see.
Ah, look at them. They look
Yeah.
good.
So it's this that season, but it's spooky season. Halloween is coming up. Then we got Thanksgiving. Then we got
Oh
Christmas. So
man.
holiday season,
Man.
you know.
I do. Part of me really loves this season too. Just the warmth of it. I don't know why. I think as a kid, I equated like school with my favorite seasons and stuff. So my favorite season was summer. My birthday in the summertime. So I was like, I was a summer baby all day long. But now as an adult, don't get me wrong, I love the summer, but I appreciate the fall a little bit more because I like that cozy feeling. I like,
Yeah.
like leaves. I love seeing the leaves change color. I love seeing the seasons change. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah, I like a good snow. You know, the DMV, we get a
Oh
every now and then we
yeah.
get a snow that shut everything down in the
Mhm.
area. You can't go nowhere, and it's like I'm a busy person. I'm always moving between my stand-up comedy and working and all that. Like I'm always moving, but 2 feet of snow will sit your ass down. You
Yeah,
feel
well,
me?
yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Some areas like 2 feet of snow up in Buffalo, New York, or something like that. They probably like that's nothing. You feel me? But around here,
True.
2 feet of snow that'll shut some stuff
Nah,
down.
not for
That'll
the
shut work
DMV.
down. That'll
Oh
shut the
yeah.
government down around here.
Yes, it
So,
will. For a couple days. For a couple
yeah,
days. Like
right.
not even just for one.
And I like that because that give me time to reflect. You know, I like to look out in the snow. My
There's a
niece,
certain quiet that comes
right?
when it
It's
snows. It just
peaceful.
yeah.
My niece is
Yeah.
11. She likes to play in the snow. So if I can go over there,
Ah,
I'll play with her in the snow. Um,
oh, I love that.
and something about the holiday season with Thanksgiving that you know you get to see family that you haven't seen in probably all year or probably haven't seen in years, and they
That's
come around
true.
for Thanksgiving. So
Yeah.
I definitely enjoy this season too. But I think that is a wrap for our first episode. You got anything else you want
Yes.
to say to the people?
Um, Thank you for coming and supporting us. Just let us know in the comments, hit us up in DMs if you
Like,
have
share,
any
subscribe.
yes, if you have any questions, if there's anything in particular you want to see that you
Anything
want
you
us to
want us to
discuss.
follow. We're gonna end up doing
Yeah.
a questions joint too. So y'all can DM
Yes.
us some
Yes.
questions if y'all want us
Definitely
to
hit
answer
us
some
up with
questions. It could be
questions.
questions of anything appropriate, of course, but it could be questions of anything. It don't gotta be topics like you know, y'all could ask us whatever, man. Favorite
Mhm.
characters, you know, teams, athletes, whatever y'all want to
Oh
ask us, man.
yeah.
Shoot us some questions. We'll
Oh yeah.
shout y'all out on here.
Oh,
We'll
for
answer
sure.
your
For
questions.
sure.
Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Keep y'all posted on shows from me. Now keep you posted on things that
Mhm.
she's doing out in the A.
Absolutely.
And yeah,
Yes.
that's a wrap for this one, y'all. Stay funny.
Yes. Stay blessed, my friends.
I'm the funniest comedians out here, but I got to do it to your ass, and I'll be looking like an extra in the Shawshank Redemption. You got that same hairstyle as dude from Cant from the Hood at the end of the movie. He look like El Chapo's second cousin El Gato like shit. He look like Claude and Ray from Life like shit. Old Sherman Hemsley looking at you, boy. Moving on up like shit, boy. You got the motherfucking jailhouse tattoo, look like a toddler colored in between the lines of them shit. I'm just straight looking like a skinny ass Tookie Williams. Boy, take your ass in the house.
You never been up this high before? You gotta feel like an astronaut. Space.